So Kim and Langhorn's scope of work is mulch install and then maybe bush trimming. I'll line item it out if she wants it or not. She mentioned something about stone and maybe bringing in more, but then we didn't talk about it, so I don't think she'll want to do anything with that. So over here, this is in their backyard. Over here is all landscape stone. So I'm not going to put anything in there for that. I told her we don't really do anything with the landscape stone. So we'll just completely leave that alone. She said she'll probably just take care of like spraying it and stuff. And then back here, she did just mention, to rake out and remove she doesn't want it just piled on top. She kind of wants like a thin layer removed, the top thin layer. So we'll have to rake out and remove some of that. I guess, she just doesn't like to pile it too much on. So, rake out enough where it's noticeable that we raked out some. Rake it out, maybe a couple wheelbarrows worth back here and get rid of it and then bring in the fresh stuff. So bed prep, you got some debris and such. Like I said, I'm going to put pruning as a separate line item. These ones in specific, we won't prune because they look like they're starting to bud here. But the evergreens over there, we can lightly prune those. As far as pruning and shaping, it would only be those 5 back here and then leave all these ones alone. But here's what your beds look like. This is kind of funky. It's on a hill, so I'm not sure how much of an edge you'll be able to get her. But just do your best at trying to create an edge, and that would be the only edge to create back here. The beds don't look like in terrible shape. I told her 3 to 5 weeks, and she was kind of like, oh man, I really want it sooner than that. So see if we can try to get it done sooner than that, but it's May 2nd right now. These, maybe I'll put in, if she wants us to prune these, I'll put it as a whole separate thing, pruning the bushes in the landscape stone. And it's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. There's like 12 over here and then 5 over here. You could access, probably the best way is through that gate. Don't see a lock on or anything, so because this one you got steps back here. So here's what the beds look like. Don't look terrible, but all right, and that's the backyard. So it's probably 3/4 of a yard there. All right, and then moving here, again, I'll put the pruning with the landscape stone probably separate, but these are pretty good. I don't think you'll need to touch them. No real pruning here. Just again, rake out some of the mulch because she did mention that. Weed them out, cut her a fresh edge. All here, a little bit here. You'll see that's a plant popping up here. That's a plant here. The rest looks to be weeds. Bed prep all this. Fresh edge. Over here's all landscape stone, so nothing to do here. And then you have a little bit of stone here. I'm gonna mess with that and then move it back to mulch beds. Reminder, rake them out, clear out some of the stuff in there. Doesn't look too bad in terms of bed prep at the moment. And then you got 3 hollies out here. I'll put that in a light pruning. So as far as pruning, it would be the 3 hollies and really just the 5 evergreens in the back in the mulch beds for trimming. And then the trimming of the landscape stone bushes will be completely separate. So probably looking at 2.5 black yards mulch. That's it.